Welcome back, Halo followers. We got some juicy information and leaks regarding Battle Royale and Halo 7, or this Battle Royale experience being moved to Unreal Engine 5. So be sure to smash that like button blue if you enjoy the content. So this comes from Halo Leaks. Halo Hub just leaked Halo Project Tatanka code. It shows that at least as of February 2022, it was being built in Blam in Slipspace. But since then, I think something has changed. So before this whole story broke, I've actually heard this from my sources, which have been legitimate in the past and have turned out to be true, so I do trust them. But it turns out that, well, 343 Industries might not only be working on a new Halo game, Halo the Endless, but also moving everything to the Unreal Engine. Now, this is good and bad news for a few reasons. There's the legacy of the Blam engine, the Slipspace engine, and will it feel like Halo? We know that Bonnie Ross a while back said they didn't want to move Halo to Unreal because it just didn't feel like Halo. And well, here we are. We're getting a lot of insiders and leaks and rumors that are spilling out from somewhere inside that Halo is now moving forward on the Unreal Engine. But how are they going to do this with the Slipspace engine? Now, this isn't necessarily to say that 343 is giving up on Halo Infinite. I don't think that's happening, nor do I think the Slipspace engine is going away. I just think that the big centerpiece mode that Halo Infinite is going to be bringing in a lot of players, kind of competing with the Fortnites and Apex Legends, will not be on the Slipspace engine. It is going to be a standalone game that is going to be complementing Halo Infinite, but not actually being in the same engine. And yes, this is kind of unprecedented. It's weird, and it's got to probably happen because the engine is in such bad shape right now. Not to mention there is a big hiring freeze happening. But how are they going to plug a Battle Royale Halo experience into Halo Infinite if they're on separate engines? Well, Halo Leaks has a great theory. Perhaps you're actually going to be able to install it as a separate game, as a separate experience. Halo Leaks says that the playlists that we saw a while ago were just to test that the max player limit in Halo Infinite is 28 players, and the playlist that we've seen is 50 to 100. But with the current limitations Halo Infinite has, that just isn't possible. And plus, why would you want to build this huge Battle Royale experience when you have problems such as desync that may never be quite figured out fully? Well, Rebs Gaming says this about a new interview with Jez Corden. He says that he has documents that suggests that the Halo BR mode Tatanka was supposed to incorporate Forge and progression from Infinite. That would be a big negative if we can't use Forge, if we can't build this Battle Royale experience with the tools in Infinite, but it's also got the benefit because we're starting fresh with an engine that we do know will work. And after speaking with Sean W., he's inclined to believe that the Slipspace engine lead, David Berger, has left 343. So you've read this right, guys. David Berger maybe has left, which I found what I think is his Twitter. Technical director at Halo at 343 is still on his Twitter, but we've known from the past that those don't get updated all the time. Well, Jez Corden actually backed this up. Again, this is someone that is at Windows Central and has been known to be correct in the past, so he is a trustable source. Just to clarify, I know for a fact D. Berger has left 343. What I'm inclined to believe is that the rest of Sean's report about Tatanka potentially switching engines and potentially being separate, but no hard confirmation yet. Look, guys, it would be pretty insane if certain Affinity and 343 agreed to switch to Unreal Engine this late in development, or this far rather into development. Well, Jez responded to a tweet where someone asked, well, are people just assuming that there's an engine change just because the lead left? Well, actually, no. This is actually adding to the evidence that we've had for a good chunk of this year. And Jez Corden says, no, Sean W. reported that from separate sourcing. I have no information of my own regarding Tatanka dropping Slipspace engine, but based on whispers I'm hearing, I'm more inclined to believe it than not. I am still trying to get hard confirmation to back up Sean. So yes, guys, obviously take this with a grain of salt. We don't have any definitive information or definitive leaks, and that is because, well, it's just not hard confirmed. So take it with a grain of salt. But, there is so many different sources and evidence. And I think one thing I'm saying is that I've heard this myself too before this whole story. I've heard this earlier this summer. And we already know that Halo MCC, as well as I think some aspects of Halo Infinite, but at least MCC use Unreal Engine, most notably the menu as well as the customization menu. That is built on Unreal Engine. So not only does certain Affinity use Unreal in-house, they have experience with the engine, they know what they're doing with the tools, they don't have to learn brand new tools from scratch. That's a big problem with in-house tools like Slipspace Engine and contractors, right? They have to learn all these new tools, and new people coming in have to be trained, have to get good at it. But Unreal Engine is a universal tool, and there will be some need to tweak it to make it feel and look like Halo, and I can completely understand this. This is from my friend Infinite Forges. This is a little demo that he made. It's not functional, but it's certainly a good representation of what Halo might look like in development at first anyway. I just don't want to give y'all the impression that we are just covering he said, she said rumors. This is real stuff that is in development. Certain Affinity's CEO, Max Hoberman, which was the former multiplayer online and UX design lead for Halo 2 and Halo 3, just said a couple weeks ago that Certain Affinity has 100-something people, more or less, working on something unannounced for Halo Infinite from concept to design. It's something big and new for the franchise. His words, not mine. So that is confirmed, and if that is being switched to Unreal Engine this late in development, that's pretty insane, but we're looking at maybe a couple more years of development, but this is something that they've put real time and money into. So I'm looking forward to it. You know, obviously this is something that I think 343 and Certain Affinity might want to really consider moving forward with the future of Halo, and we know that there's support there. Like Unreal actually helps its creators, that if there are problems, they can assist with that and give direction. These tools have been worked on for, I think, over 20, 30 years, something like that. So yeah, I think Unreal is honestly going to be a really great tool set for the future of Halo. And I don't know if this is true, but I'm sure this story will get some more updates as we go on throughout the weeks. But anyways, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update, and I'll catch you in the next one soon. Peace.